Richard's got me doing it. Richard came on stage with his talk and got us right into it with his use of his theatrical expressions, his body language, and the way he used his words. There were things, he painted a visual picture right in the beginning. 1 out of 4 cars are painted in this color. They only have 4 colors of paint. And I think that's true because I've seen many photographs of Cuba, and there does seem to be this beautiful pastel look on everything, the cars, the buildings, and everything except for the colorful people. But he went on with the scenes and the people who could have played in Royal Albert Hall but are there on the streets. And he started to tap into more than just the visuals there. He had the sound he put into the street. I kind of get the feeling of Cuba and the ocean, and I started to even smell the salt from the ocean there. I've never been to Cuba, but I've seen so many pictures. So what I'm saying is Richard tapped on more than one sense here, and it sort of filled in the gap. Maybe he could have added a few senses of taste of the food and the smells as well. But anyway, very vivid there. I loved his little quotes and a little bit of humor. The Wi-Fi signal is useless. We all got a chuckle out of that, and we understood even more that connection of people coming together. I also get the feeling of the scene that he described. We're shouting across from the roofs from one to another. You can feel the sun coming down into this little canyon and valley, the way he depicted that. A little thing to improve some of his acting or interaction with the audience, and this is quite slight because you have to work difficult when you have such an expert speaker on the stage, but he's right-handed, and that's quite clear. So when he's making gestures, essentially in between us and the audience, I thought, a left hand could actually be with us while we're connecting and putting things forward in that way. The other thing I thought is that this was a speech that Richard had given before, and he improved things quite a bit on it. We'll come to that in a minute. But one thing I liked when he did it the first time, and I'm not supposed to talk about the previous speech, but in this case it's special because it's the same speech. His ending last time was powerful. Colombia, how did they know? The ending was so good before that I laughed at first, and then I actually cried that it was so good to be in the company of such an excellent speaker, and I thought that was a punchline to end on, and I thought that was a more powerful ending the first time. But what he did improve this time was his character development and a little bit more distinct. He played many parts, and we clearly knew when he was one or the other. He was the guy in the street, he was the prostitute, he was his wife, he was the man on the bicycle taxi, in the rickshaw. And we knew when he was each of these different people, without even having to worry about, who's he being now? His voice changed, his posture changed, his look changed. Spot on with that character development, and Richard wins again.